right behind the door pull right here, there would normally be a little plastic trim cover. You would just use a small pick or a plastic trim tool to pop that off. Underneath, you're going to find this Phillips head screw. I'm going to go ahead and remove that screw. On the bottom side of the door pull here, there is a Phillips head screw in here, and then one over here. You want to go ahead and remove those. You want to use your trim tool and get underneath your silver trim here, or your trim panel. Pop that up. And we'll go ahead and grab this screw right here. Set that aside. I'll go ahead and lift the door panel up and off. And you want to go ahead and disconnect your electrical connector here. We're going to go ahead and pinch down on this little tab right on the back here and try and separate that. Like so. I'm going to use our trim tool. I'm going to press in on the tabs right here and around the perimeter of the door handle. And work this through to the other side. Once that's loose, feed it through the door panel and remove the panel itself. You want to go ahead and remove this water shield here. I'm going to start with a small pick. I'm going to grab this little rubber plug, pop that out. Next, down here, use a pick, press down on this tab, pull the connector out. I'm going to go ahead and start removing the water shield here. Be very careful with the adhesive. Now this little sticky cover right here, we're just going to reach around the back side of the door shell, push on it, and just pop that off for now. Set that off to the side. Using a 10mm socket, extension, and ratchet, we're going to remove this bolt here and the one right over here. So we have our door actuator rod right here that goes up into this retainer clip. We just want to push this clip forward. We'll unlock it like so, and then take the rod and pull the rod out. On the back side of the door handle, once the nut has been removed, you'll be able to pull this off the back. And then the forward side of the door handle is this little bracket right here. I'm going to go ahead and remove this. I'm going to go ahead and insert this part of the door handle first. Line that up. Gonna feed our latch unit through. Just like so. Reinstall our forward mounting bracket on the front part of the door handle. I'm going to try and get our bolt started here. So this bracket attaches to the back side of the door handle behind this door shell here. This round hole right here is where the mounting bolt goes to secure the door handle to the door shell itself. So feed this up with the tab facing down. The actuator rod runs right around here, and then put your bolt in through this hole and into the door handle. Once we get our bolt in there, go ahead and snug the handle down. Once that other bolt is tight, go ahead and snug up this handle here. Let's go back to this one and double check this one. Now let's go ahead and install the actuator rod. Just push it into the plastic clip. Once the rod is pressed into the clip, we're going to go ahead and bring our little lock down, swing this down, and get that to latch on to the rod itself like so. All right, so our initial water shield had a huge tear through it. Someone else was in here before. I had to put some tape on it, and what we're going to do is we're going to try and line things back up the way they were from the factory. And run this across. Now, if your water shield doesn't want to stay like ours, you can simply tape it. And make sure that you can feed your connectors through. We did not forget our handle. We're going to have to reopen this section right here. We're going to install our tape over our little port right here. Reconnect our connector here. And insert our little retainer plug right here. We're going to feed our door handle through the panel itself. Line up our electrical connector down below here. And clip this onto the door shell itself. Let's go ahead and line up the door panel can set the door panel on the sill plate itself, on the sill, and we'll lower this down. Once that lines up, we'll go ahead and push the panel on with the clips. Do this all the way around the perimeter. We can now install the door handle itself by just pushing this in. Once that door handle is installed, we're now going to go ahead and install our trim piece. Line up the screw inside the door panel itself here. You can get that screw started and drive it home. Once that's tight, you can line up your handle. Just snap it into place. I'm going to install our lower screws. Tighten that one down, and then move to the forward one. Once that's tight, we're going to move up to the last one right up inside the door handle pull area. Go ahead and snug that down. And if you have your trim piece, you can then go ahead and snap that in over that.